Hello. Okay, one of the most common things on the table is lack of motivation, lack of inspiration, lack of purpose, lack of oomph, lack of light, lack of spirit, lack of energy. Called, I suppose they'd call it chronic fatigue, right? Sarcastic. I don't mean to be sarcastic in terms of how many people are struggling with this. But as always, I want to give you some different things to think about. So I've been a chiropractor and owner for just about 20 years at Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. And have one of the highest volume practices in the world for most of those 20 years. So I've seen a few people, and I only say that so that you know that I've seen a few people. And one of the most common trends is the emotional and mental part of chronic fatigue. And the second part is, what does your body do with that information? So that's really what I'm going to dig into. Is number one, most all chronic disease, which the medical system won't say it like this, but most all chronic disease comes from a disruption in the mental, emotional bodies of us. So how we think about our life, our mindset around our life, the emotion around it, and the trauma around it, and all the things that go into where we might not feel purposeful, and how many things you feel but you don't say, and then how much is suppressed. If you go into the other reasons for, let's just say, hormonal issues or thyroid issues, weight gain, anxiety, depression, if you go like a little bit deeper into what that looks like, most of those people aren't happy. They aren't living a life that they're really proud of. They aren't working a job and or running a business that they love. They're struggling in their relationships. And so with the thousands of people that I've adjusted, I really look at the relationship in their mental and emotional body. We have a physical body, a spiritual body, we have a mental, emotional body, and we have an energetic body. But looking at the mental, emotional, like, where are you storing all these thoughts and feelings? Your brain, it feels anxious right now, and you're exhausted. Like, how can we feel both of those? Well, what is the flip side of feeling all of that is that you're going to chronically be exhausted. Yes, the diagnosis is called chronic fatigue syndrome, but I would like to say it is one of the happiness buttons. The happiness button is the thing that will undo the diagnosis of chronic fatigue. And it will undo the diagnosis of a lot of things. Of really starting to identify what makes you tick. Really starting to identify where has a lot of stress been in my life. And second to that, because we don't ever stop there, we have to go to number two. The second to that is, how's my body handling it? So let's break it down. If we look at that mental emotional system being jacked of any kind, and it could be micro stress, just the constant grind, the constant caretaking for our kids and our families and our bills and all the things. And if we aren't connecting it to a higher reason and a higher purpose, our body never really feels grateful. You probably don't even feel like there's a lot of desire anymore, because the body is responding to the mental emotional body of like, ooh, this is not safe. And now neurologically, our body doesn't feel safe. So chiropractic is all about merging those two things. Talk therapy cannot merge those two things. Even nervous system regulation techniques won't combine and integrate those two things. So that is what chiropractic does. Chiropractic does that through the spine, does that through the skull, because the skull protects the spinal cord. And that is what connects and communicates to the brain. The brain communicates to the body. So when the body feels pain, or the body feels unsafe, or the body feels apathy, loneliness, avoidant, the body feels like it doesn't have any motivation and inspiration, it's so tired. It's lacking light. It's lacking safety. It's lacking fun. It's lacking laughter. It's lacking energy. Energy is light. So before I recommend anybody go get testing on like these pieces, yes, there's a lot of chronic and additional levels to this, but around this, before I suggest any of that happen, you got to get outside. You have to laugh. You have to sing. You have to be able to see your life in a more happy way. And if you can't, now we have to start to get our body feeling safer. Chiropractic is all about bridging the connection between the brain and the body, bridging the physical body with the mental and emotional body. And when we bridge those, it becomes this communication system that can't exist without the other. The communication system of our body can't exist without our physical, our mental, emotional, our spiritual, and our energetic. It really can't. So if we don't try to make it try to exist without it, we know that every single part of that is important. And the core is, in this moment, how's my body receiving the information that my brain's trying to tell it? Like, why is it so tired? Why does it feel worthless? Why does it feel like, if I'm this tired, I could sleep all day? Why can't I sleep at night? Why can't I sleep 20 out of the 24 hours a day? Like, what is happening? Could there be hormonal stuff going on? Yeah, for sure. Could there be food stuff, nutritional stuff going on? Yeah. Could there be personal, interpersonal relationship stuff going on? Yeah, there probably is all of them. But bottom line, if your body is starting to be unsafe and starting to feel unsafe, that's the lens that you're going to look through. So when I talk about unsafe, it means that it defaults into an old pattern somewhere along the line. Defaults into maybe a stressful situation that you had when you were a child. It defaults into a traumatic situation that you have like strong memories of never going back there. But the key is that you're already back there by trying to avoid it. So when I opened Healing Touch Chiropractic in 2005, I opened and I knew I wanted to do health differently. I didn't want to be the same old chiropractor that, I don't know, you fell on the ice or you shoveled too much snow and now you have a backache and you go to the chiropractor. I didn't want to be the one that was always chasing the headache. I wanted to be a solution for somebody so that that isn't a thing anymore. And that if it becomes a thing after, now we know what it is. Maybe it's been really stressful at work. Maybe you binged all weekend. Well, duh. You might not feel very good. Maybe you're really sensitive to some foods and you had a party and you continue to eat that. You're not going to probably feel that good the next day. So it's bridging the gap between all of our choices. If you come onto that table, we have to be able to talk about all of your choices, because the solution isn't just showing up on the table and getting adjusted and having energy again. The solution is multifaceted, and especially in the last 5 years, we have more stressors. We have more energetic stressors. We have more family stressors. We have more fears that we didn't have before. And so if we know that, we know we're probably going to be a little bit more sensitive. And a sensitive system isn't the bad part. A sensitive, unsafe system Now it doesn't feel like anything, like our body can thrive in anything. So when I say unsafe, I mean, if you have what feels like chronic fatigue, maybe that's not the diagnosis. Maybe it's just like, holy crap, I can't actually get out of bed, or it doesn't feel like I can handle anything, or all I want to do is take a nap, or before this happened, like that pattern of it. So it's not like I'm just naming a few things, but if we look at life like that, the unsafety in that is that you don't feel like your body can handle anything else. So going for a walk, internally, mentally, you're like, that might like be too much. That might tip me over. Going out with friends. I'm really tired. I really should probably just catch up on sleep. And so what starts to happen is you eliminate the joy in every area of your life because you don't think you can handle it. That's unsafety. Unsafety is I can't travel anymore because like I don't know if I could not be around my chiropractor or my doctor, so I'm just going to stay close and I'm going to like shut all these other methods of joy down, all these other methods of purpose down. Don't want to work too much. Oh, I have all these business ideas and I have like this really cool thing that I was just thinking about, but like, oh, I don't know if my body can handle it. See, we start to cap it. Cap, 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 cap. And eventually that makes us really not know what difference we're making in a day. We are born to make a difference in our life and someone else's life. And chronic fatigue is one of those names that I believe directly relates to the amount of purpose that you have and the amount of belief that you have in yourself and the amount of moving in and through joy to get to the other side. They go together. So the adjustment, what does the adjustment do? Essentially, it's for somebody with chronic fatigue, but no matter what, in general form, it's lighting everything up. And when I don't mean like light it up, I mean like make it bright, give it energy, dial down the dysregulation, dial down the fatigue, dial down the apathy, dial down the frustration, dial down the like worthlessness of like, oh my gosh, really? I can't even get through a day's work. I can't even take care of my kids. I can't have another kid because after I had my first one, postpartum was awful and I went down that. See how much that limits our joy in the next like moment of our life? And if that does that now, that becomes your subconscious pattern. Most chronic disease is subconscious. Subconsciously suppressing the mental emotional system. And if subconscious is suppressed and our nervous system is dysregulated, then we don't have a core, we don't have foundation to start to build off. Now every symptom on top of chronic fatigue, you're starting to like be like, well, that's not surprising. Now we'll take this. Now we'll do this. Ooh, I really can't like extend myself anymore because if I do that, then this. I would just say it's really tied to the amount of joy that you allow yourself to live in. The commitment that you have to have your own back. The commitment to invest in yourself. The commitment that you have not only in your own life, but what does this life look like at home? What kind of role model am I being for my kids? If mom or dad is always tired, always sick, never really like allowing himself to do anything at the end of a day or in the weekend, how is that going to be their default? And how will you feel about that being their default? Now they've taken all your mental thought and emotions and created their default from it. That's not what you want. I can promise you, I've seen it. That's not what you want. Your responsibility is to see beyond the fatigue and start to move your body, start to make a different decision, start to think a different way, start to express something that you haven't expressed, so everything isn't repressed or suppressed mentally, emotionally, and physically. We need light. We need sun to heal. We need light energy to heal. We need connection to heal. We need laughter, joy to heal. And so when one of those starts going away, I think you should have your red flag up. Because if you know that the adjustment is the foundation for the light, you would start to think about it differently. The adjustment is the foundation for the light to come through you, to be felt, to be seen, to be given away to other people. Every adjustment creates more light in your body. It downregulates the stressy. It upregulates the energy. It changes your cellular structure. It changes your adaptation, adaptability. Changes you. So, chronic fatigue, whatever you might call it, lack of energy, lack of self, lack of trust. When you don't have the motivation, and when I say motivation, I don't mean anyone's trying to motivate you. I mean the inner drive, the inner knowing, the inner motivation to be something different than what you are. Showing up for a therapy isn't going to really work either. Showing up on a table isn't going to really work either. It's your responsibility to recognize, I've been capping my joy because I didn't think I could handle it. I've been capping what I think is possible because I don't want to fail. And in the meantime, you're already friggin' miserable. So why not? The adjustment is where the light is expanded. It's the profound, it's truly profound in how much change happens in a body with one adjustment. And then you taking responsibility for the other parts of your life, your state, and how much life and purpose and meaning and laughter and joy that you're able to receive, so that then you can give that back. Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic. And I hope this gives you a different perspective on all of the diagnoses out there and all of the autoimmune diagnoses out there, that these are multi-layered. And chiropractic is not neck pain and back pain. It's about where you really find life again.